We about to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on. 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 We about to turn it on. We about to turn it on. Turn it on. We about to turn it on.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Okay, y'all, just to let y'all know, Eva is kind of not feeling well today. I don't know if this is the right subject while she's not feeling good.
Just be gentle. Just be gentle. It's just a migraine, but it'll go away. Everything's down super low. So.
Okay, awesome. Make sure I'm super low, because you know I'm going to get loud with this damn subject. Oh, and just to let y'all know, the members live stream, okay, so we're going to do it Saturday, but it is going to be the November members live stream, but we're going to do it on Saturday. All right, we've had a lot of stuff going on in the last few weeks, and we've been kind of slipping a little bit, you know, but we're doing it, okay? It's going to be Saturday. So,
yeah. We also have something that's waiting to turn green for uploads as well.
Yes,
so-
and I'm going to tell you now, if it ain't by late tonight Australian time or my time, I am just going to go ahead and set it for 8 a.m. tomorrow,
Yeah,
honestly.
sounds good.
Because I think
Yes.
I think it's going to hit the algorithm anyway. So, a matter of fact, I might just go ahead and set it for 8 a.m. release. Not premiere, but a
Good.
release. So, I'll do it after this.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be
All
in
right.
there doing that stuff, so...
Sweet, sounds good.
I really hope you group of awesome women cover the TommyC stream, especially when Muta join. Laziel, are you like in my brain? Okay, listen, I do this for a living. Of course, we're going over that, Raziel. What? Oh my God!
Don't underestimate us.
Yeah.
Raziel, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
don't underestimate. Don't underestimate. Look, see, it's there. Okay, all right. My
Hey.
God. Yeah, I know he did. I'm going over that tomorrow night on my channel. But Tommy did drop the DMs, and it was funny.
Oh yeah. I still need to go over everything. I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh
so-
my God.
Yeah, me
Girl,
too.
It's World War MamaMax, or I don't know, something. I don't know what we're calling this, but it's basically, it's like a war at this point, and TommyC is the general, I feel. And not in
As
the
it should
sense,
be.
well, not in the sense of him telling people what to do, but in the sense of he has been calling MamaMax out ever since YouTube. What is it? Pick a Side YouTube.
Pick a side, YouTube.
Yeah.
Ever
Yes.
since
Ugh.
Pick a Side YouTube, Tommy's been on that ass. And then he came back on Tommy, and Tommy's continued to be on that ass. You know what? Hashtag Tommy was right. Just saying.
Well, yeah. Amazing.
Yep. Okay, so the first. Okay, any more announcements or anything before we
I
start?
covered my face with a bunch of googly eyes. That's all I've done
Girl,
recently.
that
That's all I
was
got.
the creepiest shit I have ever
Yes.
seen in my ma'am.
I
Ye-
loved it so much. It was so
I
good.
severely underestimated how long it was going to take me to take the sticker part off of each of those eyes and place them on my face.
Bunny.
Oh, they
It
were
was-
like adhesive ones, man.
Yes. And they would, they were on there too. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to put all these on and then go to laugh and they're going to fall off. No, they were stuck on there.
Oh,
I
that's
did
good
take a
quality.
break to eat spaghetti in the middle, and one of them did fall off, and I did eat it. Like, it fell on the floor. Y'all, it was a whole thing. Cooter was laughing his ass off, and I said, I'm just eating it. It's just in there now. So, I ate an eyeball last night.
Apparently, Bunny, your baby daddy died, but hello.
Oh,
He
oh
said,
no!
He said, I technically died, but hello. He must be
Oh,
sick.
no.
Because you know how men are when they get sick, they turn into
Mm.
babies instantly.
Yeah, they do die.
Raziel, I was just joking. Believe me, it's all good. It's just me being a sarcastic asshole. I'm the asshole of the trio, okay? Bunny's the quirky one. I'm the asshole, and Eva, for some reason, is the nice one. I don't know how the hell she got that one, but she did.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
did that happen?
I
Jesus
don't know. They don't know you or something. I don't know.
Christ.
Just saying. Good God. Okay, so the first thing we have is we're going to go through, I don't know why thank you. All right, so this was his second live stream. His first live stream was unlisted, okay? But the second live stream, how online cults are harming our youth, all right? And there's a part where Lerix calls in and a part that Muta calls in. And that's the only part of this I want to watch. And then we're going to go to TommyC's live stream where Muta calls in, which a lot of things is revealed there. And then his live stream from last night, I tweeted it out last night. Colton W.
Oh,
Colton
really? I was
went
wondering what that was about.
Bro, Colton went
That's
on
hilarious.
that live stream and we found out more about that case because quite honestly, who's going to watch that 5-hour video they have on Spencer's channel, okay? Hardly anybody's going to watch that. We found out more from Colton calling in, and then Colton took MamaMax to task on what was going on about in his live stream, which I was freaking out about in I was freaking out about it in the group chat. Like, I was getting pissed. I was literally spurging. Literally. Oof. I was pissed it was happening.
Huh.
So, Colton did damn good last night. That's why I tweeted out, Colton W. That's it. That's the tweet.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was about.
That's what it was about. When he called in last night, he did so good. And he remained respectful, but he said the points perfectly. He did perfect. Good on him. So, all right. So,
Colton.
Yeah, exactly. Raz says, love you, Bunny.
Ah, Bunny rising.
Yeah, I guess the rest of us don't count, just you. So, you know. All right, so let's start. This is when Lerix calls into this live stream.
And Before you start, can you also share it with
yeah,
us?
I didn't. My bad, bro. Okay?
It's all good.
Don't expect too much from me, damn it. All right, there you go. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Thank you.
You're very welcome, my dear.
That's cordial.
All right, and I'm going to put it up to 1.5. All right, and then I'll put the closed captions on. All right, let's go.
Lerix, I'm not too familiar with Lerix. I only know... Yo. What's up, dude? I only know that I've reacted to you before. That's all I really know.
Okay, hold on. This is way too damn low. This is why my clip on Twitter, when he tells his audience to go and keep messaging YouTubers and influencers until they respond.
Yeah, stalk and harass them.
Yeah.
Show up at their house.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm going to put it at 200, and if it's too loud, I will... Oh, hold on, F11.
Right. Wait, no, don't show up there.
So, man, good talk.
No, yeah, don't do it, obviously. Bunny is being sarcastic. Jesus Christ,
Maybe.
Bunny, no. Bunny, disavow.
I'm just kidding. Don't show up at anybody's houses. Don't stalk and harass them either. Don't listen to MamaMax either.
Exactly. Good God almighty. All right, let's go.
Fucking, I gotta add my attorney to the call real quick. Colton, he's just a good buddy. Hopefully he doesn't spur out too hard. But, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Let me...
Good to talk to you. Can we get the voice changer for this chat, though? It more like fits the bill. It kind of makes me more comfortable. You know?
I do it through Audacity, actually.
He does it through Audacity. It's hilarious to me to hear his real voice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, you don't have a natural Batman voice? What the fuck?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on, I'm trying to add Spencer.
Who's Spencer? Oh, is Spencer one of the victims?
Sorry.
Yeah, she is the lead plaintiff. She is the main survivor.
The lead victim.
Yeah, there you go.
The main character survivor. Yeah, base. Okay. But dude, I support your recent crusade against this like black vampire pedophile.
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I literally
joined him off the
the first thing I hear.
Yeah, you gotta get him off the streets, okay? How did he like indoctrinate these people? This guy's like horrible.
Spencer, please take it away.
Fucking Kick. He would find those of us that were kind of iffy on what we believed when it came to religion, and
found him on Kick. I remember at one point when I was playing ESO, and it was on Xbox, like all the clans and stuff like that were on Kick. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible platform. Oh my God.
Now we're talking about the KIK Kick, not the other one.
Nope, KIK.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
if we believed in ghosts and shit, he would like slowly work in other supernatural shit. And yeah, he made some people think they were vampires, some thought they were werewolves, some thought they were both, some thought they were Grim Reapers or whatever. I don't fucking know. But there was a lot of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like what?
How do you get someone to believe that?
I don't know. I feel like it's a bunch of lost people, that want to believe in something so bad, and they're a bunch of cosplayers. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm blaming anime and cosplay. 100%.
Anime and cosplay. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And it was...
Does like go for minors? Like how old were you when he like fucking like convinced you you're a vampire or something?
I was 16, but there were members as young as 11 and 12.
Wait, so these children got indoctrinated by Count Blackula?
Okay, Colton, come on.
No, I
Sensitive
joke
matter.
about it too.
Okay.
Wait, so what did he convince you to be? Like a werewolf or vampire? What are we talking here?
He convinced me that I was a vampire, and then later on, after he quote-unquote broke up with me, I was a hybrid of a werewolf and a vampire.
Oh, a hybrid. Okay.
Bro.
He convinced me I was the chupacabra.
Yeah,
He
a
got
horsey
deep into
abominable
it.
snowman. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He also took a lot of his shit from like the stupid shows like Supernatural and Teen Wolf
Twilight.
and all that
Twilight
shit.
Team. Exactly.
He put on, you know, I saw your video. He put on a pretty convincing performance. You know, those like fake teeth and everything. Like he had me sold. I probably would have got groomed too. He could have got me if he would have just like, you know, his eyes on the little boys. You know, he's only girls or does he go for boys?
He goes for anyone. It doesn't matter what you identify as. There were a lot of boys in the cult, but we just haven't been able to get into contact with any of them.
Okay. So wait, this aside, MamaMax. I know you've been you've been catching a lot of flack recently. You've been catching a lot of criticism for the way you're going around like handling the situation.
Yes, sir.
With your calls to action and whatnot like that. Specifically, I wanted to, I guess, talk to you because my main like critique for you, I guess, is that in your most recent video where it was a direct call to action, like calling out Moist Critical. I don't know a better word other than just.
Which, by the way, he has now changed the title of, and the thumbnail has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got told, he had a sad boy moment in this one where he got told what Moist Critical said about it, and like his face completely changed, and it was like sad.
Because wasn't Moist critical, like he was just unwell, right? Like he just didn't respond to the messages because he was sick.
He was saying that he didn't respond because of COVID, but I'm telling you right now, Moist Critical was live during this, and there was a bunch of people in Moist Critical's live stream, talk to MamaMax, talk to MamaMax, talk to MamaMax. And he had to tell his people, don't go and harass Charlie, blah, blah, blah.
But that was his call to action in his videos, was to go and harass them.
Exactly.
Right.
But he's covering his butt by saying that. You know what I mean?
It's all satire.
Saying it was just like it came across as like really manipulative, and that you were kind of, I guess, weaponizing your audience in a sense to then kind of get them to be forced to respond to you.
And that's what he does. He weaponizes his audience. That's exactly what he does. He did it with Pick a Side YouTube. He tried to do it with Tommy. Tommy's still getting messages under his video saying, I'm glad that you got essayed.
Oh.
Wow.
And nasty shit like that.
That's horrible.
Yes, that is horrible. It's very horrible. All because they're mad they're talking about their Lord and Savior MamaMax.
Yeah, it's like he runs his following like a cult.
Like a cult, right? Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Because I was being charitable when I first saw your Discord DMs that you leaked in the thing. You said, you know what? There's no obligation to cover this. Like, there's no expectation, and that's fine. Which sounds like a normal, respectful DM. You know, that's fine. I think that's the good way to go about it. Because just because you have 10 million subscribers or whatever, you don't have like an obligation, or there shouldn't be an expectation that you talk about the like real world issues. But then you make a video adding him, getting your whole fan base involved, and you kind of know what you're doing. You're sending your audience to go and tell him, if you don't cover this, you don't care about these kids. Or these people got taken advantage of. So I guess how would you respond to that critique? Like, how do you justify that, the way you went about it?
I did not mean for it to come off as like, if you don't respond, you don't care about kids. It was more so.
Yeah, right. That was exactly what he was saying.
That's exactly
that
what
was
he
the
was
only way
saying.
to take it.
Exactly. If you could pay attention long enough, you'll see we reviewed the video. It's coming out tomorrow, and oh my God.
This is an important issue. You are an important person who can save lives with literally one upload about it. This is my one shot at getting your attention. Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what if I like told you, I guess right now, you're covering serious issues with your YouTube channel. But what if I told you, like, there's a bigger issue even going on, even than what you're covering with Israel and Palestine. So why aren't you making videos about that? Like, I feel like you can always play this game saying that the thing you're covering right now, it's not as important as this other huge world issue. Where
Lerix had a good point, did he not?
That's a good point.
Yep.
Obviously, I wouldn't put that standard on you just because you have 760K subs. You shouldn't have an obligation to cover these things just because you're a big like YouTuber.
Well, so the reason why I went after Charlie is because, I feel like he uploads daily, he live streams a lot. It wouldn't be too hard to like, just make one upload about it. Whereas like, if it's like, I'm not going to reach out to like Lex Friedman or Andrew Huberman who are already doing important work, like you said, like Israel versus Palestine. I don't know. I think it is true. People could be reaching out to me, hey, why aren't you covering this? But it's like, I feel like what I'm working on with Spencer and the survivors is important enough to put my focus into.
Do you know he's flying Spencer out and moving her in a few days out to where he lives and paying for her place to stay?
What?
Oh,
Why?
that's not gonna end well.
Why? Is she in danger or something? Or like, I don't understand.
I don't
What's the
know.
situation?
I don't know. But she's moving near Max. He's gonna find her a place to stay, and she's moving in a few days.
Right.
No,
To where he's
that don't
at.
feel right.
No, it doesn't feel right. It feels like it's too close to home. Why are you covering it now at this point? It feels like
Yeah.
what was it? What is it that we called it with the other person? Oh my God. Where it's like too close to home, you're too close to the subject.
Yeah, the conflict of interest.
Thank you. Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
That is a conflict of interest. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then
Yeah.
you can't tell me you know this dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
weird.
Anthony just said that's exactly what Lucy and Paulina said he does. So they're his exes.
So
Whereas with someone like Charlie, I feel like he could be doing more with each upload. You know.
I mean, no, I hear you, and like you're right. If Moist Critical did make a video,
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And I mean this no disrespect towards Spencer, because if what she says is true, and the only reason why I'm saying if what she says is true, I haven't seen the proof. They are saying, because I was typing it in the chat last night, where's the proof? Well, they can't show all the proof because they're going to take it to lawyers. So what am I supposed to do? Talk about this without proof? Huh?
Yeah, you can't expect people to do that.
Listen.
That's crazy.
I already messed up once this year doing that. I ain't doing that again. Okay? I learned my lesson. I need proof before I speak out of my ass again. Okay? That's one. Number two, I mean this with no disrespect. And they said there's some proof in the Discord. All right? I had to add that.
Right.
I mean this is no disrespect towards Spencer. But, honey, you're talking about how you got indoctrinated to another cult. How hard have you looked into MamaMax because he runs his channel like a cult?
Yeah. But you know, it's so easy for people who are used to being treated like that and falling into that to continue falling into it
and
because
that's
it feels
my
familiar to them.
And
yeah,
that's my point. That's what I feel like she's doing. That's exactly what I feel like she's doing, and I feel for her on that front. I do. But I'm sorry, he runs his audience and he runs his channel like a damn cult.
Yeah, and for him doing so much research into cults and stuff like this, he knows exactly what he's doing. That's what makes it feel so weird. Like,
Yep.
Why are you gonna? And especially if he's gonna be like paying her rent or paying for her housing, like that's something to hold over her head. That's not gonna end well.
That's isolating her and having an advantage over her. So, like, what about that isn't cult-like in itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Game in Which, thank you for being a member for 4 months. If they're taking it to lawyers, why are they talking about it publicly in the first place? They can mess everything up. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's keep going. Oh, he doesn't call himself God Cult anymore, Nuke. He changed the name back to MamaMax.
How convenient,
talking about this situation.
Right?
Assumingly, I think you were asking him to do it so more victims would potentially come out, so you could get a better case to get him, to file a police report better. That's what I assume you're contacting him for, and that is true. If you would make a video, you probably would have a more successful time doing that, or like filing the reports. But I mean, I just don't think. I think you're trying to force him in.
Joe Dirk for $2. Max calls his fans his children. See,
what?
That's gross.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell no. Nah. Thank you, Joe Dirt, for the 2, by the way.
In a sense, or try to use this moral superiority, guilt, to guilt trip him into covering it at this point and trying to manipulate him into doing it, which I think just makes you look bad in the whole thing and kind of trivializes the thing you're trying to call out, and having a whole bunch of people like me just roll their eyes at the situation because of the way you're covering it, which is just doing you a disservice.
At least I have your eyes, though.
I mean, don't you think you made bigger documentaries and hour-long videos before, and they get way more attention, way more views? Don't you think the strategy would it would serve better if you just made a fully fleshed-out documentary explaining it? And we've seen Moist Critical, he reacts to videos all the time on stream. I guarantee if you would make a big 1 to 2 hour long documentary, sent it to fucking Moist Critical, he would cover it way easy. There's much.
Exactly. Why didn't he come out with the video first before spamming all these big YouTubers and doing these live streams, begging for people to call in and talk about it? What are we going to talk about? That you have a story? What?
It's almost like he wants them to do the work before he does.
Yes, it's like he wants them to do the work for him. F you, unless you pay me, I ain't doing shit. I'm going to cover how dumb you're being, but I'm not going to do your work for you. No, sir. You're the one with the story. You're the one with the access to the victims. Where's your video?
Research, all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Much a higher chance that he would cover on stream and give more eyes to it, as opposed to the approach you're taking now, and we're trying to manipulate him and guilt trip him into covering it instead. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. So the thing is, this is all part of the documentary. Like all the live streams, all the videos, all the reaching out, this is all going into the documentary. The thing is, we wanted action as soon as possible because we are trying to bring together hundreds of child survivors that might still be in Camden's cult. And the urgency, I felt, justified the means, I think.
Did you go to law enforcement with it?
Spencer?
Yes. So back when I had left the cult, was probably about a couple months.
Magnificar for 20. Let's mention that Max knew about this for 7 years and his old assistant interviewed Spencer a few years ago as well, and Max sat on this. Likely because now he's bleeding Patreon followers and subs. This is easy money grab. You know what? Probably so, Magnitar. Probably so.
Yeah,
interesting.
that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards,
Wow.
one of the members, actually the girl that introduced me to Camden, she threatened the life of my sister, and my sister was only 4. So after that, I was like, I have to do something. So I did report it. I managed to get into contact with Trafficking 911. They got all the evidence from me and everything, and they said that they went to the FBI with it, and we never once heard back.
Okay, you remember that wall of text that I refused to stop and try to read?
Yeah.
Sakura says, Max actually says in his video in the wall of text that goes too fast to read that he wants people watching to find Camden Davis' social media and send Max proof. Oh, you should hear what he said last night in the stream, but we'll get to that.
From them. Another member, after she was sexually assaulted by Camden, she called the police, did a rape kit and everything. She ended up pregnant, and the detectives ghosted her. And then there's another member that about a year and a half after she officially left, she filed a CPS report to...
Remember the rape kit? Remember the rape kit.
Okay.
To Georgia. So he has been reported, but there has been nothing that has come out of this.
Correct.
All right. So how many times have you gone to the FBI? Because I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe you have to like sort of harass them a couple times.
God, that's so true.
Yeah,
to be fair, I was just a kid and I did not know exactly what I was supposed to do.
How long ago did you say this was?
This was about 7 years ago.
Yes.
7 years. Okay.
And I'm telling you now, honey, Max don't know what to do either. Remember that guy that he made the video on where half of it's about Tommy and then he goes into the one dude? He got away.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got away. Funny how he's not catching people, huh?
Yeah.
You gone to the FBI recently?
Not recently, but that's why we're trying to get more survivors, because we need to build a solid case, and that requires having more voices.
That makes sense. I understand that.
Okay. Here, I want to go back to the approach though, because I'm here to talk about that mainly. They're doing their own thing with like filing the reports or whatever. But I'm more at like my critiques of fucking like MamaMax going about this, because I know a lot of people, and I know you've seen the comments too, MamaMax. You can't deny it. A lot of people are writing off your story just because of the way that you're covering it and the way that.
100%, because I'm not going to be strong-armed into anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels gross.
You're going about it. Like you've seen that, right?
Yes, sir. Let me just read off this donation from Car Pimp. She said, "Guilt trip. I wish YouTubers cared about victims." And I don't know. I feel like I've talked to other pedo hunters and other people who've
Are you a pedo hunter?
I was. Now I'm
That's a hell of a name,
I appreciate it. But I don't know. We always receive pushback. Always. Like it doesn't matter. Like no one likes the way you cover a specific thing because it is a sensitive topic that is always
okay. I hear what you're saying. That's a really convenient way to wipe off any criticism though, and say like people are not going to like it no matter what I'm doing. So therefore, I can never. You're doing it a unique way. There's been multiple like predator hunters. Of course, you have fucking like retards like those like predator poachers guy who were just trying to insult EDP back in the day, trying to do that sting or whatever. Those guys are fucking dipshits. That's how you don't cover it. But you can cover.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all. Go ahead.
There's a right and wrong way to do all this.
Mm-hmm. And we're talking about a vigilante cowboy right here with his vigilante cowboy audience.
Yeah.
They were doxing this dude's mother last night in the chat.
What? Really?
One of the other victim that came up last night in the chat, she was saying the mother's name and spelled it out for people.
Oh my god.
And Max said that's not doxing because it's public information. And Colton got his ass on it.
Oh my god.
This is what they do. Birds of a feather. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah.
Cover these things the right way and the wrong way. And I think you've seen an overwhelming amount of people saying that you're covering it a wrong way and you're going about it the wrong way, where it's just like getting people to like more trivialize it and laugh at it as opposed to like really caring. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. I watched your video and it was so over dramatic. It almost just became like a parody of like a pedo hunter.
Yeah, I'm autistic and I gave Lerix the pass. It's fine.
I am retard.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are. This gets weird.
Come on.
I gave you the pass. We're good.
A lot of people are offended. Like, so this is...
Okay, guys, I'm fucking autistic. I have Down syndrome. Okay.
Okay.
You just answer what I said.
Jesus.
Come on. We're not here to like me. We're here to have a conversation.
What do you think, Spencer?
I'm so sorry, I spaced out a little bit.
Oh, you're okay.
Here, I'm asking you. Are you asking for approval on my slur usage?
I personally do not care, but...
Yeah, I mean, come on, give me a break. It's like, this is not... Come on.
But,
You're like 27.
Yeah, let's get back on top. It's just chat. It's just working. It's fine.
You got a whole bunch of like fucking 14-year-old girls in the chat.
Spencer, what do you think, Spencer?
I mean,
Dude,
behind
this is
closed
so
doors,
cringe.
it's one thing, but this is like live with a whole bunch of people, and it's probably.
Okay, I'll turn down. Okay, I'll turn down
we won't say it
my
anymore.
R-word
We won't-
usage. Okay,
yeah, we won't say it.
my apologies to all the fucking kids in the chat.
We would really appreciate that.
Oh my lord.
I was so irritated because she's a normie. She doesn't know about any of this YouTube shit, and I feel like he's selling her a bill of goods that he's not going to be able to deliver, and she's falling for it.
That's exactly what it feels like. He's making her feel like he's some kind of superhero and he's about to save the day and he can't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So to address what you were saying, so you said I went at it a unique way, right? And that makes people laugh at it.
It more came across as parody, and you were just wiping it off as saying that, you know, any way that people cover this, you're always gonna have haters, you're always gonna have complaints. But that's not true. That's a very like convenient way to wipe off any criticism.
Well,
but you did it a uniquely different way that is getting you a lot of shit.
I think a lot of people do deal with pushback, but that is not what my response is. I'm just putting that out there. I did go about it a unique way, and you know,
Unique is one way to put it. That's one way to put it.
You know, you may not have liked it, but there are other people who are saying, you know,
Advent hashtag take back retard.
Yeah, true. That should be the hashtag that should be trending right now.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, Keem did that poll, and I mean, it's back, baby. The poll is
God.
the right thing, keep up the good fight. I feel like everyone's gonna have a different opinion about it, no matter which way you slice it.
Man, you really give vague answers, don't you?
Well,
Yeah,
what
he
are
does.
you looking for?
He does.
Okay, so just, I guess, circling back around to the thing I was talking about where it comes across as manipulative, how you were trying to, I guess, like guilt trip Charlie into covering this.
I think it would
I
be
guess what's your,
a guilt trip
because-
if he didn't cover it, and then I started harassing him. I think so. What I was doing was
well,
reaching out-
that's what you did though.
That's
like
what he
you DM'd him
did.
for days on end.
Yeah.
Hello. That's exactly what he did. Oh my god, he's so frustrating. He's so frustrating.
And then once he didn't respond to your DM, you then made it a public thing and added him, and then like try to get your audience to go and like shit on him and say, "Hey, MamaMax is trying to contact you." And you know what you're doing. Like you know what those people are gonna say. They're gonna be mad and saying, and they're gonna have the implication that Charlie isn't covering this. Damn, he must not really use his platform for good causes. He must not be looking out for kids that are like getting abused by this
Well,
black like vampire pedophile. You know?
I think I made it clear in the video that he has stood up for injustices before, and that's why I'm reaching out to him, and doing so publicly, because that will get his attention. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but inherently it just comes.
Okay, that's something real quick. I think...
No, shut the fuck.
Okay, sorry.
So, okay, just like the thing is that like watching your video, you even put like little videos of dogs together. It was so funny. It was like, Moist Critical, look, here's a video of you playing with your dogs. Look, I have dogs too.
True, bro. Pro grip. True.
And all these victims, they have dogs too. Why don't we just hold hands and get along together? It just came across as like very, very, very manipulative. And this guy didn't respond to your text messages for
Lyrics.
seemingly a reason. Do you think he just didn't see them and like like you thought you couldn't contact him anywhere else other than making a public video, in a sense calling him out?
Absolutely.
Or do you think he just, so you think he didn't see them, or he just chose to ignore you?
It could have been either. I don't know what the situation was, but I felt it was a subject matter that required his attention, and I still do think it would require his attention. I think he could do. I think a video from him could be very helpful to the survivors. I still believe that.
You know, I agree, but I guess like the difference is that it feels like you're imposing this standard, like you're trying to push the standard onto him.
First Kiss Doodle donated $5.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about things. How many people covered Onision?
Oh, fuck loads.
Too many.
What did it do?
Nothing.
How many people How many people covered Mini Lad?
Yeah,
Too
loads.
What did it do?
Nothing.
Only reason why Lion Maker got kicked out because it actually went to court and he got found guilty.
Right.
Yeah.
Anicio went to court as well, I guess, but like
Yeah, but that was like
different
different.
reasons.
Yeah, that was for different reasons. Let's talk about Cryotic. A bunch of people covered Cryotic. What happened to him? He just ghosted and left. That's it. No court. No justice or anything like that. Nothing. So, YouTubers covering what does what? When it boils down to it, all we are like the news. And you know what the news is? It's for information and, let's be honest, it's kind of halfway entertainment.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is letting people know about something, and that's it. It doesn't go any further. Very few people have a track record of actually catching people or shutting people down, like Muda and Cabos, with the penguin thing that they did or whatever. I mean, very few times does it actually happen. Mini Lad right now still has his channel. He's doing commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Club
Game &
Penguin,
Witch said,
thank you.
like it probably more hurts it more than anything. A bunch of people covering stuff without all the information being out. That could be why half these people don't get in trouble.
If you're going to lawyers, then shut the fuck up and do what you gotta do in the background for the lawyers. What are you doing?
Yeah, not to mention, like, it really might not be the best for the victims, too, to be getting contacted by a million people, to be, like, interviewed and talked to them, having to relive everything 50 million times.
Thank you.
It sounds great,
Yeah.
you know, surface level, but when you really think about the damage it could be doing to them, it's like, maybe just do this the legal way instead.
The girl with the kit, you know how long ago it was? It was like 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. And we finally got a town in Georgia. So.
Yeah.
And said, Lerix, I hope you find your clout somewhere else. Please stop derailing the conversation about edgy content and minimizing the victim.
Are we reading donations? Do you want me to read my donations? Like, what are we not having a conversation? What the fuck? Who cares about like shit or chatters? Go find your clout, like a good one.
You don't.
Like I'm sure, like a lot of people called you clout chasers. Like those people are tards.
Well,
Sorry, okay.
I'm just reading a.
Okay, but.
All right. Look. So I'm gonna butt in. Lerix, shut up. So I think isn't the potential like outcome of.
So, if there is a legal case, I think everybody should shut the hell up and get the legal case done. Because quite honestly, if this dude is really doing those things out there, he needs to get locked up.
Yeah.
If he's actually out there doing those things, he needs to get locked up. Do you not understand, Sylphet, that anything and everything they are saying on a live stream, they are saying in a video, can be used against them as well? If they actually have a case that is building for their benefit and getting a bad person put away, I would hate to see that get fucked up because they said too much shit on a live stream.
Yeah.
Or they said too much shit in a video. I would much rather see a legal case go through and then we talk about the story after the legal case went through.
Yeah, that's how it should go. Yeah.
So yes, I think everybody should shut the fuck up about this and go through the legal. 100%. Yes. Because God knows I'd hate for their shit to get fucked up because they said too much on a live stream. Or they said the wrong thing accidentally on a live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Jessica. There is no legal case. True. Max said he's waiting for more victims to come forward for the chick to move in before they start any cases. Exactly. Yeah, funny how it's all waiting for her to move in. And granted, she's not moving in with him. She's moving in. He's finding a place for her.
Of critical being seen as some guy who like doesn't care about children, isn't that like a potential takeaway much worse, much greater of an effect than it's worth to like make a public video, like, because, and again, you say that it's like just suggesting that he covers this, which again would be fine if it were private, but in the video it's framed with like the darkness of like with the tone and everything and the editing, it's framed like it's like the end of the world, like you need to do this, like it's the presentation feels a lot more serious than just a suggestion like, hey, I think you should cover this because it would really help, because if he wanted to and if he felt that he was in a position to where his voice could significantly impact the conversation around this unfortunate situation, then I feel like he would have opened the DM if he were, you know, paying attention to this stuff, and if he wanted to, then he would have gone through with it. But I feel like him just not responding sort of shows that either he doesn't want to make a video on the situation or doesn't feel that he's in a position to.
Okay, here's the problem, Silfit. Silfit says they have talked with lawyers through this entire process. And you know what most lawyers will tell you to do? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't think they would advise you going on a bunch of live streams.
Most lawyers are going to tell you to shut the fuck up. And if the lawyer doesn't tell you to shut the fuck up, get rid of that lawyer.
Yeah, they're not a very good lawyer.
They're not a very good lawyer. Just saying.
To positively affect it. So doesn't I don't know, doesn't a video seem sort of redundant if it's just copying like what you said in the DM?
So the question is, does the video feel redundant because it's repeating what was said in the DMs? Is that your question?
Yeah.
I mean, the point of the video was to get his attention, and if he responds publicly or privately, I mean, the job will have been done. Like all I wanted was, and what we still want is just a conversation with him. I think Xylie is incredibly important.
Why? Does he not understand? Oh my God, it's like I'm doing my live stream on my channel. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, ladies. If you have anything to say, stop me. Does he not understand he's burning through everyone?
Yeah, and it kind of to me feels like maybe one of these girls said, "Oh, do you think you could get Charlie to talk about it?" And he was like, "Me? Yeah."
No, I think that's all him. I think he would have gone, this is the biggest YouTuber right now. He's doing daily uploads. He's got this many views. He's done this, this, and this. This is the person that I need to get in my corner to be able to put this out to further people. But the thing is, like, it's like, as he said in his own video, it's a call to action disguised as a cancellation. Like, he said those words.
Yeah.
So he was willing to cancel Charlie over the fact that he wasn't responding, or
he thought he could.
Yeah, he thought he could. That's the thing, and he did not.
In his position, and he could do so much to help people like Spencer.
He could. I guess like the main critique and like the main people that are also calling you out saying is the way you're going around it and the tone that you're using to try to do it. It's more like pushing a standard on him that he's obliged, or like there's an expectation for him to cover this just because he's a YouTuber. And you, like there's this undertone in your
clicking
video.
your damn pen.
Put like a whole bunch of pictures of Sniper Wolf. There's this undertone of saying like you're covering stupid ass fucking Sniper Wolf trauma. Why aren't you talking about real shit, like real like victims
exactly
who are being abused by this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know how that's ridiculous. As I said earlier, there's always going to be a bigger
laugh,
issue.
man.
Like just because you're covering this, I'm not pushing a standard on you that you have to talk about Israel Palestine, even though that's a bigger issue than what you're covering right now. Just because we're YouTubers or someone has popularity, they shouldn't have an expectation or standard pushed on them for them to cover whatever topic you want them to cover or whatever is serious. You know, he blew up off of covering commentary videos. It's not like there should be an expectation for him to talk about your specific police report story that you want to get like, someone locked up for.
I think we can all do better to. So, industries like human trafficking and problems like global child exploitation are issues that all of us need to join together to fix. And I think when you have a platform,
you could say the same thing though about like fucking activism for like bigger issues like the war going on in Israel Palestine. Like,
Exactly. This is a never-ending cycle. Somebody might be vegan gains. Okay, what would vegan gains say? I think the destruction of animals and the torture of animals is more important than this. I mean, you can play this game with anyone. You really can. You can play this game with anyone about any subject. I understand that he's passionate about this subject, but it doesn't mean that everybody else has to cover it.
Yeah. It's purely for selfish reasons and
Yes.
for his own benefit. That's
Yes.
like the reasons why he's trying to reach out to everybody. Well, not everybody in the sense that like a lot of different creators plus was critical. Like,
Yes.
All big
You
issues.
can use
They're
the
all
same,
big issues.
I know, but you can. No, but I'm saying there's always a bigger issue. Someone could say the same thing to you. That's why I don't think the critique holds that much water. Like you're MamaMax, you're covering this small case with this small cult leader, but there's much bigger things in the world right now that are bigger issues. So someone can say the same thing to you.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm trying to make the conversation not just about the cult leader, but about global child exploitation, which I think is probably one of the greatest issues in our world.
That's another thing that he always does. He always says that his videos come across one way, but he always has an excuse. Oh, well, what I'm really trying to talk about is blah, blah. Then why didn't you fucking just talk about that?
There's always like an underlying thing that he's
Yes.
trying to get out there. But
Yes.
it's like, why don't you just talk about that thing instead of disguising it under something else?
With his lip syncing ass.
Yeah.
I saw all the human trafficking.
Do you really not see my point? I
statistics.
feel like it's like very obvious. Just
No,
because
I
Charlie
do see
is
your-
a big YouTuber, there shouldn't be an expectation that he should be able to cover like child fucking like rape or child sex trafficking or human trafficking. You know, that's
I
ridiculous
think-
to try to push that onto him. And you're
Pro
doing it very in a
Grip, you're
manipulative
probably
way. I think
right.
that's the point I'm making.
I think we can all do better.
Pro Grip says, I don't even think it's passionate about it. I think it's just a grift. Pro Grip, you're probably right, dude. You're probably right.
Dude, good one.
And
Hold
I'm-
on,
And
so
again,
do you-
I'm not
What are these
asking him to cover
responses?
it.
We could all do better. Like, are you trolling me right now?
It's
Are
true,
you not,
but
do you hear what I'm saying?
I do hear what
He was
you're
dodging.
saying. I do hear what you're saying.
We can
I'm
all
just
do
saying.
better.
I mean, it's an objective truth. We can all do better to help fix these global issues.
Yeah, but you're dodging and like deflecting what I'm saying though. Like that's not actually a response. Like we could all do better. Let's all hold hands. Like
Yeah, we
not
can
a
do better.
response.
It's
not a
pretty
goal thing.
vague because it's not. You can shut up. Because it's pretty like you can't really apply it to any specific situation. Because like, how this is something I want to ask you as well. If that's all right. How
No, Colton,
feasible-
you shut up. You shut up. You shut up.
No,
Time's
shut
done.
up, shut up.
MamaMax was done.
Lyrics.
Spencer, what do you
stop. He
think?
could.
Spencer, what do you think?
Who cares about Spencer? You're the guy with the fucking platform. I'm sorry.
Okay,
All due respect.
all
I don't give a fuck about this
right.
person's opinion. You're the one of 700.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he kicked him.
Yeah. That was kind of disrespectful. But
Yeah, but okay,
Yeah.
but I will give it. It was probably because now you gotta remember, Lyrics is young. Okay, Lyrics
Yeah.
probably got hot headed because you saw how MamaMax was dodging what he was saying,
Yeah.
and then he tried to refer it to Spencer when Lyrics was talking to him. So Lyrics probably got pissed off and said what he said.
yeah.
All right, so Muda calls in at 4836.
Yeah, I just thought
What?
MamaMax is PETA. You know how PETA, like their tactics for trying to get people to go vegan and shit, and it's
Yeah.
like just aggressive, and nobody. That's what this feels like. Same thing.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, he's throwing paint on people to try and turn them.
you know what? I think I agree with you. I do.
That's a
I agree
very
with you.
good yeah
It is. That's a very good analogy, actually.
analogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the word.
It's
It's-
giving me the same feeling.
I can't believe I came up with the word for Eva, because usually I'm the one that can't figure out what I'm trying to say. All
My
right.
brain's not doing well.
All right, so this is when Muda calls in.
What's up?
Bro, can I just say I'm so sorry for spamming you and everyone else with this stuff. It's important, and I wanted to give Spencer all of me. But
Well,
please.
yeah, that's it's a bit of a weird topic. This topic is right now. So I watched your videos. The only thing I didn't watch was the 5-hour podcast because it was a long video. But yeah, there's definitely some things that should be different in this whole situation. Just because it's not that and I don't want to sound like I'm discounting the story, right? Because it's not what I aim to do. I'm just trying to say I need to the story is very confusing to somebody jumping in. So the last video you made with Charlie in the title, thumbnail, everything. One of the problems that I had was the first 10 minutes in the beginning. It was just you showed some screenshots, and the problem is I have to pause constantly because you were only showing them for half a second each time, which made it really hard to follow. And the screenshots that I did see,
And what have I always preached? If somebody's showing screenshots that quickly, be weary of them. Because
Yeah.
most
And
people aren't going to stop and read it.
No, and
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
what they're
even
banking on.
it wasn't even half a second, to be honest. It was every couple of frames.
Yeah.
So it was what we said, nine things of words in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was very flash. If you blinked, you would have actually missed it.
Yeah.
yeah, they were very sexually charged. but they were lacking a lot of context that made me look into, like, the thing is, the story, I don't think it necessarily needs the dramatization, because this is a vampire cult leader, allegedly, and that's enough to, like, grab a headline. But the thing is, the story needs to be told in a super cohesive manner, because I think that's what everyone's problem is, right? Like, they walk into this thing, they only know the words Cameron Gerard Davis, and then they know Spencer, and then they hear about a girl going missing, but that's, like, but beyond that, it's not cohesively put together. So that's the thing you need first. You need to have a whole, whether it be an hour-long video that details the story from the beginning, middle, and I know there's no end to this because justice hasn't been served, but if you give a beginning and the middle, I think everyone is going to be attracted to the story, and they're going to look into it, and they're going to, like, cover it. Because that's one of the things that, like, and I'm not saying I'm shaky covering this video, or I don't want to talk about it. It's just, the concept is, like, I work on a lot of evidence, in a way, right? And I don't want to say that your situation...
Bro, okay, yet again, I got burned this year for doing some shit like that, okay? I'm not going to sit here and talk about this story unless I have evidence to show my audience which makes me believe that the story is correct. I'm not doing that. Trippy Savage for 10. He's the chills like horror narrator selling pedo fear while at the same time playing victim advocate. Edwin Ishgrift getting too close to the viewers. Thank you for the 10, Trippy. I appreciate it.
That's true.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Trust me, bro, my audience? Does he expect Charlie to trust me, bro, his audience? Or Muda to trust me, bro, his audience?
Yeah.
What does he expect people to do?
Well, that's the thing. He keeps saying that, oh, it's coming. I'm going to be doing a documentary. That all that stuff will be in the documentary. It'll be there. It's like, dude, you should have done that first. You should have done that first. Had everything out there, had everything laid out, so everyone knew what you were talking about and what's going on in the situation, rather than us doing a guessing game until you're ready to, do something about it. Because he just wants hype around the situation. He wants eyes and views on it before he actually puts out any actual content. Because to be honest, what he put out was just a jumble of random crap that I had no idea what was going on, and even at the end, like I was like, what happened?
Guys, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of this is what happened in the video that's coming out tomorrow. All right, because it's coming out tomorrow. All right. My ADHD kicked in so bad with that video. All three of us were zoning out. Because it was word salad.
Yeah.
It was literally throw a bunch of words in a bowl and toss it. Literally. Throw some dressing on it with graphics and flashy things and boom, word salad.
Yeah, it felt like a ransom video and a brainwashing video all in one, and then I ended up with that, like, 1,000-yard stare where I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Magnetar, I can tell you now, you are wrong. I can tell you that right now, Magnetar.
And what was even funnier about that is that we suspected that it sounded like, Chat GPT type of situation, and then we saw the description yesterday. And he did use Chat GPT-4 and cult psychology for the video. Yeah, that was his whole his shtick behind it, was to do all of these tactics for the video to make everyone see. It's like like the irony of it all, you know what I mean? Like he's sort of doing stuff that he's saying people shouldn't do while doing the stuff that people did. It's like so weird.
Evidence to it. The thing is, it needs to be presented well in a video for me to digest, consume, and then go into it, because it is an incredibly confusing story as it is told right now. If you have a cohesive story, I don't think you need to worry about reaching out to YouTubers. They'll immediately jump in and cover it, right? And that's the most important part. You talk about like law enforcement, right? And like how they don't want to listen to you, and I totally understand that. Law enforcement barely works, even when you have all of the facts, but that's the best you can do, is when you have all the facts, because if you present a story the right way, and you take that to law enforcement channels, because YouTubers aren't going to fucking do anything that the law wouldn't be able to do. If you present this properly to the cops, to local law enforcement, to the FBI in a manner, then I don't think they can blow you off, right? Like, especially when it's presented well and you have a, proper story. I know when I'm working with financial fraud and scams, it's like going to the IRS, SEC, all these like organizations, it's tough. But when you present a case well, when you tell them exactly the beginning, middle, and a potential end of the story, then they have to be actionable. They're very compelled to be actionable, more so than they were if your story is a little haphazard at the beginning, right? That's the only real criticism I have to offer.
I appreciate the feedback, man. So actually,
his heart broke with what Muta told him. Look at his face.
The whole reason why I made the group chat was
He's
because
trying
I
to play
needed
it
this
off.
feedback. Like, I needed to know what direction to go with this because it is such a huge case. And
thank you, Daddy Muta, for spanking me. I needed it.
Oh my god, that's so...
And I'm already too close to it. Like, I already know, like, all the details. I don't know what other people need to know, and I just assumed everyone would go to the podcast. But you're absolutely right. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. The thing with like a 5-hour video is like it's going to be it's going to be way too difficult for anybody to digest because it's 5 hours. It's a lot to go through.
Absolutely.
Like what people just need is like and I'm not saying like you cliff notes the story, but you gotta because again all we know are like 2 names, and I remember the most important aspect that visually strikes me is the missing poster that I saw.
Sakura, I do agree. Muta has good journalistic integrity. He stays objective even when he's friendly with the person. Muta was friendly with the completionist too. Exactly. Yep.
On your that is on your video,
and that's why a lot of people have respect for Muta. That's why people have respect for him.
Like this guy, we need to know who he is from beginning, middle, and an end, right? Like it's not the amount of victims we need; it's just like how is he hurt one victim in a cohesive manner, right? Like that's the story that needs to be told. Like the methodology, like yeah, he runs a cult, but let's explain how this cult is, what this cult is, the name of this cult, like how it spreads and hooks onto its victims and targets them, because cults are very systemic. At least in how they operate. So, you know, to define this as a cult and then show it in practice, probably the most important thing to have, right? And it's not just like condensing the story. I think it's to show the methodology. Like this guy runs a vampire cult, so it's time to show what this cult is, how it reaches out to its victims through what social media channels, like show that process, and then also, you know, then show how a victim has been, you know, unfortunately fallen into that process, and that's how you bring the story, right? Like, it's one of the things where we talk about like with Andrew Tate, right? Like a lot of the stuff that I know me and Willie Mack have done, like me and him individually covered with him is like we looked into his court file.
Been doing God's work. They've been doing God's work when it comes to Andrew Tate.
We looked into his law cases. We looked into a bunch of situations. And a lot of it is looking at how he operates and how you can show that methodology to the average viewer, because that's what's going to hook him, right? You can't, like, a situation like this is so tough to appeal to emotion, in my opinion, at least. Like, if you want to touch cults and you want to touch child predation, then you need to show how Cameron Gerard Davis is handling this or doing this.
Yes!
Instead of, you know, because all I got from the video was he's a bad guy, he runs his vampire cult, but I didn't see the method of it. I didn't see what was going on necessarily.
We didn't see anything except for his picture, and then that's it. Oh, and Charlie, you need to cover it. And then a bunch of $20 words so he can sound smart. Literally, that's what the video was. Literally.
Yeah, and then like
Sprinkled in.
the AI stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. He's put in the AI,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little infographics, like about random stuff. It was all over the place, and no one can pay attention to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he like bent over backwards and went through his asshole just to like do everything wrong.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
Really. That's my like only right.
It's
a serious issue.
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. And that is what we're working on now, is building the timeline. That'll be our next upload.
That's what we're working on now. You should have been already had that done, and that's the video that should have came out, and then say, hey guys, can you cover it? Here's the video. Here's the proof. Hello? How long have you been doing YouTube? I've only been doing it, 3, maybe 4 years now? Even I know that. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to avoid this like controversy, I guess, is this whole situation is embroiled, because I don't think it's good controversy in any capacity. Like, I get that people are talking about it, but they're not talking about any of this in a productive manner. Your first video should have easily been like this whole story, and then, like I said, like anybody would have covered it. Like I talked about a charity situation like a week or two ago with Carl Jobson. The thing is, like, we had to sit and create the story, and then it got like some media traction and some people covered it. But the most important thing is that story. It's to show people why something is wrong, why there is an ill in society, and if you'd have done that initially, easily a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of individuals would have talked about this in a very productive manner. Because right now the whole situation is so tainted. Everyone's wondering, everyone's turning this into like, everyone's accusing you of over dramatizing this situation, or you know, going about it the wrong way by reaching out to YouTubers without having a solid story to start off with, or you know, that's the real issue.
Yeah, I assumed everyone was, if they wanted to know more, they would just go to the podcast, because that was to help Spencer.
It's 5 hours long.
And you know what? It's 5 hours long, number one, but like I did not even realize there was a podcast attached to it until you was saying it. Like I must have like
it's not
skipped
even
over that
attached.
part.
It's not even attached to it. The
Didn't
podcast,
really
her
mention it, did
channel, her channel is in his description. You know what 2 videos she has on her channel? That 5-hour podcast, but you know what was uploaded right before that? It's called 10 Hours of MamaMax Dancing.
What?
And it's
Okay, so
literally a
it's-
10-hour video of MamaMax dancing behind some swirly shit.
Oh, that like makes this feel even weirder.
That's
the two videos on her channel.
So she's a super fan, then obviously.
Yeah. She's already putting him up on a pedestal even before any of this, and that's just gonna. Oh, this ain't going good.
Build their own platform. But I do understand that not everyone's going to click on the podcast or watch the whole 5 hours. But thank you so much for sharing that with me. I definitely needed to hear that.
Yeah. And again, it's not like the dramatization of child exploitation. When I say over dramatization, I mean like I'm used to making dry videos in the sense that you've got the Hotline Miami aesthetic and that works fine. But like for me, I'm used to super dry videos when it comes to topics like this, just because like I never ever want to like when I cover a topic like child exploitation, I'm not trying to like add a sub story or a theme to it. I need to tell you exactly why this is bad, how it's happening, and then fucking you guys come to the conclusion that I hope to lead you to.
Absolutely. By the way,
because even with the podcast, I wouldn't know where to go to. Like I only found out about the podcast because I looked at a frame of your most recent video, and that's what made me go and search for it. But that's the only that's the thing. It's like the videos that you've produced, unfortunately, they don't really talk about the story as much as you want to like.
No, they don't talk about the story at all. They just, you just say the guy's name, you show his face, and then you really don't get into it. And then you talk about AI, you talk about some other shit, and then you end up talking about Charlie, and then all of a sudden you're wrestling with your boxing gloves, just like Charlie had on. You're wrestling with your dogs. I mean, that's the video with a bunch of graphics and like a bunch of shit going on in the background behind you while you're lip syncing. Bam.
Yeah, bunch of manipulation.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
They talk more about potentially advertising the story than they talk about the actual story with the heinous crime that's being alleged here.
Mm-hmm. That is what we're gonna do next video is build the timeline.
Look, he knows he fucked up.
We're gonna do it.
He knows he fucked up. He knows he fucked up.
Do you have a time frame for that?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be what's released next within a week or two.
All right, perfect. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks so much, man. Like, you gave us what we wanted, which was a conversation. We really, really appreciate it. Spencer, do you have anything to say?
I'm just grateful that you came up here and were civil.
Yes. Thank you so much, Muta.
Yeah. All right, guys. Take care.
You too, man.
You too. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Before I go to Tommy, because you know what? I'll cut the other segment out and we ain't got to worry about that. All right.
After all the other things I had already done.
Hold on. Because I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Videos. 10 hours of MamaMax dancing. And then the podcast.
There's something real weird about it having the spiral background, because I don't know. I feel like it's tying into weird hypnosis shit, and I don't know what this is.
That's his
This
aesthetic
feels
though.
weird.
Like it feels like it's like a parody of a cult.
And that's all
like
it is,
everything.
too.
Yeah.
The whole damn thing. That's all
Is
it
he
is.
a guy that was just obsessed with cults and wanted to start a cult and was like, I know the most big brain way to get a cult is to pretend to be against a cult?
I don't know.
Is that why he changed his name back to MamaMax? Because he didn't want to be accused of that.
Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah.
all just feels so weird. I feel like we're gonna find out some weird shit one day and we're gonna be like, yep, we knew it.
Yeah. So that's the 2 videos on her channel. A 5-hour podcast and 10 hours of him dancing. Tell me if that's not weird.
How
That
did
is
that
really
get
weird.
7.1k views? I don't know, but
It's because it's MamaMax. He has a very strong fan base.
right, okay.
He has a very, very strong fan base. And remember, it only takes 10 seconds to have a view.
Right.
So somebody could have clicked on it, watched it for a minute, and then boom. Okay, so Magnetar, since you had words about Muta, let me present you the TommyC stream in which Mutahar called in. That everybody in the chat told you about.
Right.
So TommyC, doing TommyC things. Okay, he was talking about MamaMax. You know, he has his little fake tweet here. Hey, Max, the answer is no. You can F off now. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, Mutahar decided to call in. And let's hear what Mutahar had to say.
Hell yeah.
Got a celebration going on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really... Well, I want Charlie to know this guy's as big a creep as Maximilian Moss. This guy's not trying to help anybody. He's manipulating everybody.
What's up, Muda?
Muda. Hey, man. Hey, do you know what happened to Lerix' stream last night?
I don't know what happened to Lerix' stream last night, but
You never
I am working on a
believe
Max
this.
video.
At one point, you
Tommy,
really... What? What happened?
Did you hear?
Matt's got a real Tommy in. He's so hyped up.
Yeah, you said he's making a Max video.
You're making a Max.
I'm making a video on him. It's not like super long or like digging into it, but it's like I'm just going into how his attention for this specific project is the worst thing that he could do.
I don't know. I think it's a little deeper than that. I think this is
no.
scam.
I dug into his I dug into the fucking vampire Count Blackula, and it is probably one of the like it's so. The thing is, we only have one side of the story, and it's like if you ask somebody to cover it, right? And I had this discussion with Charlie, at least myself. I'm like, if you ask somebody to discuss this, right? And this is what I said to him, and I said to everyone. I'm like, you're kind of asking us to take the fucking like legal hit on it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Of course, would I like to stop a bad person?
Boom. That's exactly. He wants everybody. Listen, if somebody went and talked about this story and talked about it like it was facts, and come to find out it wasn't, who gets hit? MamaMax or the person that talked about it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Muda's not dumb. He's not dumb.
Yeah. But do I want to have this bad person proven pretty much like dead to rights? Absolutely.
We watched him do it in real time. They asked him if there was a police report. He immediately deflected to Spencer. Spencer said there is a police department in Georgia that ignored that. They said she got a rape kit. A pregnancy was produced, and the cops just blew it off. And he real time. He deflected to her. See, I don't think you guys are looking at it the right way. This is a scam. He makes 2 videos a year. He doesn't show any victims or any progress, and he makes a minimum $14K a month. His style has been, and this is not new, he just bit off more than he could chew with Charlie. His style is to guilt, fear, and threaten and blackmail other YouTubers to give him clout.
I 100% agree with Tommy. And he does it every year.
Yep.
And he's burning through YouTubers because you don't see people sticking up for MamaMax like they were back 2 years ago. I don't even think
everybody knows what to expect from him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He doesn't want Charlie to help those kids. He wants Charlie to shout him out. And you could go back to 2022 when I pointed out that this whole thing is fishy as fuck, and he did a whole thing that I support pedophiles. I'm a goddamn molestation victim, that cocksucker. So maybe you ought to look at it that way.
Oh, Magnetar at Xylie. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, buddy. This is what happened. I think you were gone by the time this happened because I didn't see you in the chat. Because I saw you in the chat earlier, but I don't think you were in the chat at this point because it was about the time that he was going to leave and he took some callers before that. But this is what Mutahar said.
Hey. Where was the? Do you have a clip of him saying like bringing up the fact that because that's one of the things that has rubbed.
Oh, and by the way, MamaMax himself has not called the police.
That's kind of funny, really, considering
he himself has said he has not called the police because the police has always failed him.
Well, then what is?
What
does he want?
Exactly.
What is a bunch of YouTubers gonna do? Oh my god!
You mean to tell me you're gonna not call the police? You're not gonna involve the police, but yet you want to involve lawyers, bro? What?
Does he want like a bunch of YouTubers to get together and go break this guy's kneecaps?
He wants a bunch of YouTubers to jerk him off.
Yeah, that's it.
Magnetar for 2 for my mistake. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 2. And I did the foldy hand thing. You can't see, but I did the foldy hand thing. Okay.
Me in a weird way too, because like I work with law enforcement on previous projects as well too, and like they're not like if you have proof of something, especially if like there's been a pregnancy after a rape, it's like bro, they're not gonna fucking take that shit lightly.
And he would go, and they would go on to the Spencer, and he's letting Spencer, who probably is a victim of him, take all the heat. She would go on as like, yeah, we couldn't get the police react. So if
Iron Duck, that was years ago. I'm talking current day. He hasn't called the police. And what's up, Leah? I don't know if I said hi. So
we just get enough voices, we get the police department to look into it. That sounds like bullshit on the surface. He said, "What said it? We gotta hook him up with Lerix stream."
I'm gonna get a timestamp for him real quick.
Like this is unbelievable. This is much more than a guy that bit off more than he could chew, or is just so into it he's gonna do everything. This is a scam. It's a charity scam. You cover charity scams. That's what this is.
No, I do.
Yeah, this is a charity scam. What progress has he made?
Now, I want to make it clear. When he says charity scam, this is what I think. He's in charity scam in the sense of you pay me the money so we can catch this guy.
Yeah.
Not like official charity, but y'all pay. Listen, y'all, I need y'all to pay the broads so we can catch this guy before Max, okay? So I need the money, all right? And by the way, I'm moving Eva from Australia to here where I'm at so we can work on it closer together, all right? And I'm going to be paying for her new place.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, he's paying their bills too. He's paying Spencer's bills too. From the way he described it, it sounded like he was paying her bills too. Zombie Chicks, Max's video is an AD for abuse story. That's icky. It's an ad for abuse story. That's icky. I agree, Zombie. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pro-Grip said, which is a huge ethics violation in its own right. Period, point blank, period. Pro-Grip gets the period, point blank, period today. Just saying.
Congratulations.
Well God, I could put you on the phone with there was a bunch of his ex-girlfriends that made a video on him. And now everywhere this guy put him on his YouTube channel, everywhere he goes, people are calling him a map. I don't think you know how far the rabbit hole goes. I can't believe that Charlie's he is not on the up and up. He's not trying to help kids. It's on the surface.
I mean, I did not know anything about like the Patreon stuff. Like in full context, like Max, me and him know each other like in real life. We're not like super talkative with each other though. Like, but we have like a relationship, I would say.
Yeah, they probably met a few times in real life. Guess what? Just because you meet somebody in real life doesn't mean you're actually like friends. There's acquaintances and being friendly with somebody, and then there's your friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Okay.
So I just want to say there might be a bit of a bias here, but like, I don't have like again, to me when I look at this situation, the way that you're describing it, it's fucking. I'm learning a lot of new stuff. Like I did not know about the 14,000 a month type thing. I didn't know about that. I thought he
had
something else
we
outside
did
of
the
YouTube.
that's minimum, by the way, because that's when we took the $5.50 a month with the amount.
Yeah, there you go. Miss Strike says Max is paying for Spencer's living expenses.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Tommy makes a good point about that here. Oh no, it keeps going. We might not even go to the Colton part, but we see. Oh, we see. All right. Oh wait, my bad. All right.
Amount of subs that he had.
Where's that from? Is that like?
That's from an old. That's from a
Patreon,
screenshot from about 6 months ago. And now, when I mentioned that a couple months ago, well, he took his Patreon numbers down after that.
Of course
That's
he did.
Minimum, rock bottom. It's
He watches everything Tommy does.
probably more like 25 to 30.
Well, that leads me to like a point though. It's like, man, what are these kids like? Again, no adult is going to be donating as hard because it's like $14,000 a month for this kind of stuff. And
But
if you
got kids,
I don't know if he's working at all with a cop or whatever.
Most of the comments were, "I'm glad you got molested as a kid." Comments I get, and it's clearly children. So, but a kid could
That's his audience, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
$4 or $5 bucks a month. So if you get 3,000 kids, that's a lot of money. And that's the
did you see his Did you see when Lerix said retard on the stream and the
Oh
entire
my
chat
God.
erupted? They erupted with
Oh my God.
anger.
Can we please not say that word?
Wait. He just...
Magnetar for 5. Everything he's doing is what me and the girls did to him, except we at least had police reports to show for mine and Haley stuff. He said it wasn't enough. Thank you for the 5, Magnetar.
Talking about pedophiles, no slurs allowed here.
Wait,
right?
he just God, sorry. go to his channel. He just changed the Charlie cancellation to something else now. Now it's that Gerard guy.
It'll be gone in no time. By the way.
I already have it downloaded.
I got the timestamp if you just accept my friend.
Yeah, send it to me real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to see this.
Yeah, I just need you to accept
you
it.
gotta say it. So, and he diverts to her, so now he's got real time. He does it. So look,
Eva, get those thumbs up, chat, or I'll send a vampire werewolf to your house. Eva.
Yeah, I've got connections.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Stop.
I need a drink after this. Shit.
Matt Pitt. Matt _ Pitt.
I got you. Accepted. All right, send it to me.
There you go. You got it.
And I think you should check out maybe what Chud Logic's doing, because he's pointed out he doesn't show any. This is just a false charity. He doesn't show any kind of progress or anything. Apparently, this case is 7 years old. This guy makes a video every 6 months.
Doesn't he have someone else also edit for him?
With it?
Yeah, and then if you keep listening, he goes into like another girl who was like impregnated and put out a police report, and she said the cops did nothing.
Can I just ask? He makes a video every 6 months, and someone else edits for him. Is that correct?
I think he does most of the edit. What he said on the stream I was looking at is he did most of the editing. He just had Angry Slug help out.
One of the most notorious doxers in the business. And then who do you have before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, all I'm going to say is last night on that stream, Colton called, because we're probably not going to get to that part because we're already like an hour 17 in. But Colton called them out last night because they were saying the dude's mother and brother's name. And the girls were saying it. I think it was the other girl that was saying it, not Spencer. And he was just letting it go and then defended it, saying it wasn't doxing.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what? The Gaming Witch for 5. I've already liked the stream. Here's some money. Please don't send a vampire werewolf god to my house, please, Eva.
I'll think about it, Gaming Witch. Thanks for the.
You'll
5.
just get the Mothman.
Yeah, you'll get the Mothman.
I'll send Sasquatch instead. Yeah.
Or that, Craig, a guy that was messing with an underage girl.
This is just so fucked up. Like, the problem with this kind of content that like Max covers is that he because it's so charged, right? Like child molestation. I don't want to sound like, oh, I need more proof for your fucking assault or something, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds fucked up if I say that.
You don't. It's not her assault. It's not her assault. It's third hand, and they're just throwing it out like it's nothing. It's some other girl's assault. So you can say that this is third hand.
It's this whole situation.
Can you send in the video he made on me? Can you send Mo to the video he made on me that one summer for the criticism I made because he put me in a video and said, "And my critics that want to project pedos," and he puts a picture of me and Jeff in there. I didn't like. You know that in the Lol Cow podcast.
Yeah, he straight up went for Tommy. He straight up went for Tommy. Hard too. He even changed his Twitter name to something kind of like Tommy, and he made this character where he was like Tommy. Bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's obsessive.
Yeah,
what the hell?
a bit.
Where they said, "Suck my dick." That was to him.
Yep.
Because I got mad. Shocking. This is just, like the thing about this video is like, what the fuck is in here that's so. What the fuck is in Max's like video now that is actually damning evidence against this Count Blackula?
Nothing.
Like,
that
nothing.
I know of.
Yeah, like wait.
That's my whole point. He
like
never
nothing.
has
like,
it.
Looking through my
Nobody
notes,
ever
there's
gets
nothing
nailed.
that connects into it.
I've been saying this for fucking 2 years now. Nobody ever gets
What the
nailed.
fuck?
He never shows anything.
Nope.
I've been saying it for months. And I know he's leaning on YouTubers, by the way, Moda. I know he's blackmailing other people.
I mean, it always comes down to like, oh, please, don't you want to like protect kids or something? I'm like, of course I want to fucking protect children. Absolutely. I just need something actionable, you know?
I had
me and Cabos covered this Club Penguin shit one time, and that was pretty goddamn dead to rights. Like we have receipts on everything there.
Anything like that. You've done more than he has done in that. This is a racket.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what I think Max does. Max has other people do the work for him. He's only the voice and the face of it. I don't think he does anything. I think other people do it for him. Honestly.
Yeah, well, that's what it's looking like. The way he's reaching out to people and then not putting forth any actual evidence himself and the work himself. I'm gonna, like, to be honest, I'm gonna be surprised if he actually does put out a video. Like, he says it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, but, like, there's never been really anything to follow up in any of these types of hashtag videos that he's done.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Wholeheartedly with you.
Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen.
It's a grift. It's more than a grift.
Yeah.
And when he runs out, because look, I think when he did that YouTube or pedos or kids YouTube, whatever that put up a lot of bad taste in the commentators' mouth. I think the shit that he did to me got around and probably struck fear into people. Wow, he's openly calling Tommy a pedophile supporter, right? By pointing out that what's his name? Mr. Girl called in once. I didn't even have him as a guest. He called in. Or that I'm friendly with Vito, whose position on pedophiles is, I don't think they should be murdered. I think they should get treatment, which is completely reasonable. Me personally, I think we should have a human-sized meat grinder and throw them in there. But me and Vito disagree on that.
Moody Morgan says there was more proof against Max than there is on Count Blackula. As of right now, yes. There is more proof on Max.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, bitch. I mean, and then he's openly calling me a pet. He did it last night. The whole community is terrified of this guy.
Wait, he called you a pedophile?
Yes!
No, not last. Did he call you a pedophile last night, Tommy?
Last night, according to I said it. According to comment cop, I'll trust his words. Pedo supporter. I'll get the quote.
Wow.
Comment cop.
Yes, that's what he's always said about Tommy. He's a pedo supporter. Yes.
So if you're not with us, you're against us ideology.
Yes. Yes.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Man. It's not black and white like that. That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Guy. I'll trust him.
Are you sure it's not Comic Cop's burner account? Because
No,
those are two different people.
No, it's Comic Cop. Yesterday he said on stream he defend and platform pedos. There you go.
Dude, I told him, like, if you want people to react to your story and do some actual change, I guess, or more change than what you're doing right now, present the story properly. Except, like, because he was telling me, it's like, I expect, like, people to watch a 5-hour stream. Like, yo, you're a YouTuber. You know nobody's going to watch a fucking 5-hour stream. Nobody's going to watch like a fucking... Nobody makes it through a 5-minute video these days.
True.
So it's like, you got to present this case. You got to make sure that you get this guy to rights before you're worried about the advertising campaign on
you're
this
wasting
video.
your breath. It's a racket. He wants money. He wants you to promote his shit. Come on. Let's get real here. He's not trying to hear you on the best way to help kids. He's not helping anybody. It's a racket. And it's right in front of your face. It is a racket to the bone.
Magnetar wants to know, did we see the DMs that Tommy shared? We can actually, I'll show that after this.
You should see him on. Cool. I mean, he answers the questions from Lerix like a politician.
Yep.
He starts reading chats off on when they ask him, like, you could have done this better, and it looks like you're kind of avoiding my question. And they hung up, and then as soon as he hung up, he started saying, "This is the problem with society. People just don't want to touch this subject." It's total deception. It's on the surface. It's less deceptive than the crook you just covered last week. It's less deceptive than him. At least the money didn't go anywhere. In this case, it goes right in his pocket so he can sleep till noon every day. Absolute scam. Top down. Ugh. Sorry, I'm a little personally invested in it.
No, I get it. He's burned.
I mean, he is, and I don't blame Tommy. Because he's been attacked for 2 years because of this motherfucker. I can't wait for Tommy to take his total victory lap. I really can't wait.
Yeah,
he deserves it.
To bridge with pretty much everyone in the space, as far as I know, because
And that's
it's
why he
just
came
going
out of
about it in
hiding.
the worst ways possible.
Because I think after these 2 years, he hasn't gone up in revenue because he counts on the Patreon monies. I think he demonetizes his own stuff, right? To make it look like he fucking cares. I'm not even making money off YouTube. But I'm making, 10, 20 grand a month on Patreon. So what he does, excuse me, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm getting angry. So what he does is just he's not gaining, so he leaned on Charlie. He took a fucking big risk and leaned on Charlie.
Yep, that's
I'm
exactly what he did.
I'm gonna do what I did to TommyC, but I'm gonna do to Charlie. You really want?
True. And he thought he was going to get away with it because his viewer count or his sub count versus Tommy's sub count. Well, you got to understand though, you go for Tommy, you're basically going against the whole community. And I hate to say it, but like his community, they're kind of soft. All right, they get offended easy over there. The people over here, that's not. No.
Imagine telling everyone over here you can't say retard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the people over here, one person over here can take 10 of them over there. Honestly.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think because I'm covering his the whole thing. Hey, buddy. Hopefully, maybe next week, seeing how it goes out. But it's not the kind of coverage I think he's going to expect or want, because it really is going into because I feel like I'm going to describe the story better than he has, and it's only going to be 2 minutes of the video. I'm like, this is the guy that they're accusing. This is why they're accusing him. If it's real, it's fucked up. But is it real? I don't know.
If that guy's not legit,
evidence isn't given.
If that guy's not legit, holy shit. Wow, this war is not going to last as long as I thought, Matt. All right.
Because the thing is, it's we all care about children. This implication that we cover Sniper Wolf or somebody else, a fucking charity situation or charity fraud or other I guess inconsequential dramas. It's it's such a fucking stupid accusation or
Eva, you brought up a good point about that. It's and you brought it up. I know you brought it up in the video, but I'm gonna kind of bring it up right now. It's we cover stuff like that too. We covered the 8 passenger stuff. If we didn't give a fuck about children, why would we cover the 8 passenger stuff?
Yeah, the same with Colleen Ballinger with the grooming situation.
Yeah.
With we did Anision when that was happening. We covered this stuff. It's not like we don't. It's not like we don't care.
Matter of fact, at one point I covered stuff so much like that, I had to stop for a while because it literally affected my mental. Literally.
Yeah.
Where and I'm gonna tell you now, and this is still true to this day, I can only cover but so much of that kind of stuff. Look what happened with the Colleen Ballinger stuff. To this day I still haven't seen Swoop's second video. Because I was
so
burnt out
on the Adams Colleen stuff. Yeah.
I was burnt out. Because that stuff actually affects me. When y'all see me getting pissed off and going on rants, that means that's my feelings about the situation. I can't cover stuff like that all the time. I can't. Or I will not be able to function. And I'd be damned if somebody's going to strong arm me to cover anything.
Amen.
Yeah, and that really just shows his ego too for he expects people to jump when he says to.
Yes!
Who are you?
Skip said, Skip said, not sure if this is already said, but it's a little weird that Muta made a video defending Max after the last pick-aside YouTube bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Muta's waking up now, Skip. Honestly, I think he's waking up now because now he's seeing the pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
I think that's
going
what
to do
it is.
another video on Max as well, so I'll be interested to see what he does with that one.
Yeah. I think honestly he's waking up and he's seeing the pattern of behavior. Honestly.
Not an accusation, but a stupid insinuation to be making. It's obviously everyone here cares about kids. How many times have we all made videos about actual pedophiles in the community? And
are you surprised after how he went after YouTube that he would use that tactic more than once?
No, not really. He's done it, 3 times now with YouTube?
Yeah, did it to me. Called Vito a pedophile as well.
Wait, Cryptic Gabriel in chat has a really good point. They said that one of the things people were covering with the Sniper Wolf situation was that creepy Omegle shit she was pulling with teenagers, and that just shows he was mad. No one talked about him. The victims. That's the thing. He's saying that this, like, oh, well, you're talking about Sniper Wolf, and that's irrelevant. Like, why are you talking about her when you could be talking about serious situations? Dude, that was a serious situation with Sniper Wolf.
Yeah.
She was, like, telling, like, teenagers that she's showing their tits and, like, saying creepy PDF stuff on there as well. So it's that was all involved in that. So why look over that situation as something that's not important?
Yeah,
that's true.
Very, very true.
Yeah, man.
Fairness, he's right. No, I'm kidding.
Shout out to Oatbag, Brexon, St. Cloud, Cody, Everborn, Nesquik, Pick and Pun, Reynolds Hughes, TommyC's cat, and Pilkington, and there's just a lot more to the surface of this movie. And I've been very frustrated for this for months. And I think there's a lot of people that they're terrified because they think they don't want to take down a guy that's helping people, and if you all you have to do is scratch the surface a little bit, and you realize he's not helping anybody. I mean, Jesus Christ, who makes videos like that? It's pornography. It literally, what he makes.
What's his last video where he hunted somebody down? Now that you put it like that, you're like.
Yeah, the last video where he hunted someone down, I believe Max said they didn't cast the guy because the guy ran away.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I want to see his last video and see just who he took down and like what the evidence there was. I want to go through the catalog now, to be honest.
Yeah. Good luck, mein Freund. All right, I need a drink. I'm really kind of wired. I'm fucking all sorts of heated. Because I've been.
Tommy's gonna go have a drink. I don't think they showed the. Oh wait. Hold on.
This is the one thing that's bothered me most. To be perfectly honest with you. Yeah.
No, I agree with the grifting aspect now. I didn't know about the Patreon, but yeah, $14K a month to make like 2 videos a year, roughly. And again, like nobody's
because they show the clip.
In the situation. It's anytime that there's a super performative shit that happens on the internet, it's like, bro, I really feel like, again, we've been on this game for a long time. If you expect to, if you're not making hard money on YouTube, you're making subs, viewers.
And I moved it up to 1.5, by the way.
You're the hero of the internet for a little bit, and that's worth more than whatever money you make off of.
Weren't you a victim of being told one thing and you recorded a video from? You were one of many YouTubers that were told one thing and then he framed it a different way.
Yeah.
Were you one of those guys? Because he asked, "Can you give me a download?"
Was Muda one of those guys? I know Tom was because they talked about it on Half Baked Podcast.
Yeah, and I know Bo Blacks was.
Yep, and Bo Blacks was too. Yep.
On A, and then he made it about B, and he used all these YouTubers. I think you were one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's what I initially criticized him on. That was 2021.
Yeah. I'm remembering what you're saying. I'm just wondering
I'm trying to remember
what that
myself,
exact thing was.
It was Pick a Side.
Yeah, it's Pick a Side YouTube, and you guys, none of you guys were told. I mean, I'm sorry, Muda. This is clear deception on the surface, and I'm so frustrated. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs for 2 years now, and I literally nobody is like, I got nothing. Waited till I went on vacation 2 summers ago to fucking hit me, so I couldn't hit back right away, bastard.
Tommy was pissed.
If you scratch the surface, you're gonna find, charitably, a fake charity.
All right, we're going to jump to the clip. Hold on.
Okay. You can suck my nut.
No, it's not that. It's not that clip. They don't play that clip, and we've already played that clip plenty of times here.
I love it.
For sending it.
Send it. All right, we'll put it on screen for everybody. 3, 2, 1, and action. Oh, hold on. Why is it going so slow?
Okay, Boomer.
I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go.
My Patreon rather than a GoFundMe. That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through, and make sure Spencer's taken care of.
Contractually obligated?
Yeah. It's a.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I think Muda's about to say what I'm thinking.
Oh, hold on. Why is it going so slow? Okay, because I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go.
My Patreon rather than a GoFundMe. That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through, and make sure
Wait,
Spencer's
what?
taken care of.
Contractually obligated?
Yeah, it's a lie. He just uses big words. Words that that
Keep
12
watching.
year.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Hold on.
That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through, and make sure Spencer's taken care of. Spencer's moving over to me in a couple of days, actually, and we're gonna find her own place, and I will be paying for all of it. So I am. This is my case. Camden's cult is my case now, and it is.
What? My case.
I'm dedicating myself to this until we see justice.
I mean, you don't think he talks like a politician? You believe a word out of guy? I mean, that's
Like what?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Wow.
Why would he say stuff like that when it's not true? Like, it's contractually obligated. Like, that's like a legally binding situation. How is this legally binding for
I'm going to
him?
be honest with you. I don't care about him using contractually obligated. My problem is he's moving that girl there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's taking her under his wing. He's, paying all her bills, paying her rent, moving her closer to him.
I'm going to
Like,
say
that's-
it. She went from one cult to another.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what it sounds like.
And she probably doesn't even realize it. And I feel bad for her in that way.
Yeah.
She's literally going from one cult to another. Bro. Bro. Craziness.
I hate him. Ugh.
I need to get off YouTube, goddammit. No, I'm just kidding. So, what do you girls think?
He's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff that's still to come out as well about it. But, like, I agree 100% with Tommy with his take.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's more about monetary gain and getting views and stuff on his channel than it is about the actual situation. It's like a disguise for that, in my opinion. But
Yeah. I think the money don't even come before his ego, though. I think his
Yeah.
ego's like above the money.
That's true.
Okay, hold
It
on
feels
a
so
second.
gross.
I thought I bookmarked the other one. I didn't bookmark it? Bro, what? Okay, I'll grab it here.
Oh, we're looking at the DMs.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm getting ready to do it now. All right, bam, bam. Okay, so Tommy, being the fighting Irishman that he is, sends MamaMax his social blade where he's losing subs.
Oh, no.
And gives him the sub count number right here. And then MamaMax goes, haha, good one, man. I apologize for calling you that. I was feeling, oh no, that's the number that Tommy has, okay? And he says, haha, good one, man. I apologize for calling you that. I was feeling hurt and reacted poorly. Looking back, I see that was immature of me. I'd really appreciate the chance to talk to you soon if you're open to it. And Tommy goes, in Tommy fashion, nah. No, first I'm going to drop these DMs and show your fans that you are willing to talk nice with some you said use their platform to support pedos, and that being me. The DMs show how fake you are too, by the way. Then I'm going to spend the rest of my time showing bigger commentators that you're running a charity scam and pocketing the money. I also got a few other ideas. The party is over, your blackmail backfired, and people need to know who you really are and what you're really doing.
Tommy W.
Tommy
goodness.
W. Holy shit.
And earlier in the chat, Skip said he wanted to go after Charlie because they both look like Jesus and there can only be one.
Oh my god, that's just...
Okay, so.
Nice one.
More Max DMs. LOL is called your Charlie video. This shit happened 7 years ago, and you only hear about it now. I am calling the cops now, but I'm collecting personal money the whole time. The good news is that the trick of extorting YouTube clout is over. This is getting funny. So this is what Max sends to Tommy. Hey, Tommy, go ahead and share our DMs. I'm all for being transparent, and I'm confident our chat shows where I stand. About the whole platform thing, it's verifiably true that you gave airtime to individuals who have admitted to being attracted to children or defended pedophilia on multiple occasions. Mr. Girl and Vito, whatever, how you say his last name. Yeah, whatever. If you need evidence, I'd be happy to send it your way. That is not saying you support them, and I've made that clear to my audience. No, you haven't, because your audience is still giving Tommy shit about it, Max.
Yeah.
About a charity scam, the legal case will go public soon, so feel free to look further into it. The survivors have their own way to talk directly to the general public, which should clear up any worries about what we are doing. Blackmail is a serious accusation. If you've got evidence that proves it, I'm all ears. And about the pledge that pledge to ring up the cops every day once we drop the evidence of the outreach, I'm counting on you to stick to that. As soon as I've got the paperwork from the survivors, I'll pass it on so we can do what needs to be done. Despite...
Sorry, keep reading it.
Are you sure? You can go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, go.
All right. Despite the rough patch here, I believe we've got the same end game, keeping kids safe. I'm open to figuring out how we can do that together. Here's to making things better step by step.
So I don't understand why Max needs to be the middleman between the survivors and the police. Like, this should be something that they are doing to them directly for. There should be no middle person involved in a situation like this at all.
Exactly.
That's just implicating them. It's messing with the evidence. It's like giving people like facts of the situation prior to the police having knowledge of it.
Mm-hmm.
It should be directly to them. I don't understand why he's in the middle at all.
He wants to be the hero. I
Yes.
think that just gives him
Yes.
a direct link to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss Stripe said it's savior complex and narcissism.
No, yeah, well, that's 100% what it is. Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love how the tone shift happened after he said he was going to leak his DMs. Like, it was just like a paragraph of like, and emojis, and then this is like a formal sort of like reply. Hi, Tommy. Paragraph. It's kind of telling, isn't it? How he changes the way he talks to people, knowing it's going to go public.
Well, look, that's one thing that MamaMax knows how to do. He knows how to talk to people. And that's how people get on his side. He knows how to talk to them. He knows how to communicate very well.
If he did it better, then he wouldn't have to try and scam people into friggin' blackmail people into trying to put stories out. So
a lot of people are afraid of him.
Yep.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like a cult leader on paper.
Yeah.
Knowing how to talk to people, knowing when to turn it on and off. I'm just saying there's a lot of similarities. I ain't saying he's a cult leader, but sounds similar.
All right. Well, I guess we need to get out of here because Eva needs to take care of her head because she has a migraine. Poor Eva. Bless her heart.
I really tried, hopefully.
All right, we got a video dropping tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm dropping it at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm getting ready to set that up now. It will be about the video that everybody is bitching about. Me, Eva, and Bunny, all three of us went through it. And yeah, we picked up on some stuff in that video too that we haven't heard anybody talk about. So make sure to watch it. And ladies, any last words or goodbyes or anything you want to say?
No, thank you to everyone that donated tonight and to all of our members as well. It was always hello lurkers too.
Yes, we love our lurkers. 100%. Bunny, anything?
Yeah, I got nothing.
She's like, I'm burnt out with the subject. All right, say goodbye, ladies.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, I am getting out of here. Y'all have a great night, and watch our video tomorrow morning. If you don't watch it, you're square. Peace out.
Watch me.
I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give in a shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fan. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masters are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons.
And they know they don't want it more than me. I work hard, they call it a disease. I work hard so I can go be free. But I don't work for anyone but me.
But it didn't start like that. I was 9 to 5, didn't feel right. Had to get in touch with myself, get my mind back, to figure out what I want in this life bad. And I don't regret it. Failed a lot, but I learned my lessons. Got new moves, new things, new weapons, and now I finally got direction.
You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it.
Watch me.
Gotta really wanna catch hands, no face off. Everybody know I got plans to take off. Everybody know I got bands, no J's on. I'ma do life like me, no days off. I don't really care what you think about me. Hate for the minds up like a disease. Filling me with fight, some life energy. Knowing that I'm doing something right. If you hating, I just try to keep my mind real vacant. I took all my time in the basement. I spent half my life impatient. It was worth all the time and patience. Get it? The way I said it. Never mind, I don't have time, forget it. You can read all my rhymes on Reddit. They need a feed and damn it, I fed it. I got my eyes on the prize. I tell truth, on here, no lies. I don't take, I give and guide. I don't break, I live and fight. On the chase, I got the sight. Vision goals, I set them right. Working through the lonely nights. Worth it on the other side. If you try to make it fast, it won't last. Take a stab, make it bad. Face the fast, but still lag. Don't give up, don't look back. You got this, no stopping, no quitting, no stalling, no options. You're running, follow your dreams and find your calling.
You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it.
Watch me.